Welcome to tonight's episode of
Mythic Wyrd.
Thank you so much for joining us, guys. Welcome to our 20th session of Season 3. Before we get started, socials.
We are on Twitch every Friday, streaming at 7:30 ACT, Australian Central Time. You can find us at Mythic_Wyrd. We're also on Patreon at Mythic Wyrd with 3 tiers that you can choose from. TikTok at Mythic Wyrd, no spaces. YouTube at Mythic Wyrd, Instagram at Mythic_Wyrd, and Spotify at Mythic Wyrd if you prefer to listen rather than viewing. Yep.
Thank you guys for supporting us. Again, if you don't want to support us on Patreon or any donations, even liking or subscribing helps us out so much. So please keep that support coming in. And once we get to 100 followers, we will be doing a giveaway. So very exciting times.
We're going to give away Jayce.
Yes.
Yeah. Just yeah.
Alright. With all of that out of the way, I don't think we have any other announcements tonight. So. Last we left off. The group.
Just put that down just a tiny bit. Just a little bit louder, sorry.
The group has split up into 2 smaller parties.
Yeah.
Daario and Father Bell in one group and the rest in another. Both heading deep into the dangerous, treacherous lands of Sylvania. Bjorn, Silver, Drea and Jayce. Last session. After setting up the Dome of Protection, you guys settled in for some rest before your dangerous journey ahead. Jayce, you worked on some artwork underground, while Silver, you fell into a restful sleep, dreaming of a time you couldn't quite remember, and only having Dante's wild stories to guide your thoughts. Before the 2 orphans fell asleep above ground, Sabe came and discussed with them their next plans of actions and where he believes Heimlich is currently residing. Some information was exchanged, a map was drawn up, and you guys were given a couple choices of where to travel to reach your destination. Both of them unsafe, one faster than the other. But Sabe would leave it up to you guys to decide which path you would take. Before retreating off into the night, he took one last look at the young girl who wasn't quite sure what had possessed her into such actions. And with that, he left you guys disappearing back into the forest. Bjorn, you contacted your old friend, Harakai, for some advice on your newfound responsibilities. And after a back and forth conversation, you decided to check into Thalion, realizing that a travel that should have taken him a week, he is now 6 months into before even reaching us.
It's so funny.
Drea, unsure and on edge in this foreign land, you decide to stay awake, fighting sleep as long as you can, keeping a watch on the body and on the sky for any Okatoya or Vargeist that might be circling above. Needing some desperate rest, you eventually turned in, not before giving Az the responsibility of looking over you for the night. Once you curled up inside the warm dome, sleep came quickly, yet you found little respite as your dreams quickly turned into nightmares, seeing your younger cousin Stella out in a field while your village burnt behind her. And before you could reach her, a horde of beastmen came charging out. And as she called your name, face twisted with fear, you could do nothing but watch as the beastmen cut her down. Waking from this, you found yourself in yet another nightmare when you looked up to find your father towering above you. He tried honeyed words and kindness to try and get any information about the Eye of Assuring, and once he realised that wouldn't work, things quickly turned violent. After he confirmed your greatest fears and your anxieties, while choking the life out of you, the last thing you saw was him biting down on Azra's body, tearing him in half, before you finally woke. The group then got up and began travelling down one of the paths that Sabe had marked down on the map for them. Getting close to Malachus Tower, you guys were intercepted by one of the wielders of Icor. And with some quick words and clever thinking by Bjorn, you convinced the warrior that you were working for the Black Mace and were heading to the ruins of Dread Mordheim to find your fortune through Warpstone. Meanwhile, Daario and Father Bell, you organised 2 volunteers from Emperor's Hurricanes, Sivok and Dinker, to accompany you on your dangerous mission. After some prayer was done, the small fellowship headed out, taking the road deep into Sylvania, where you were hoping to find and pick off potential necromancers to reprieve the pressure on the front line. Guided by Father Bellador and your divine powers, you headed into a land that hated anything that you stood for. And as your light protected you from the creeping darkness in Sylvania, although not under any danger, you guys saw a number of unnatural events occur. Nature and all kind of wildlife seemed twisted or dead or non-existent. And as your journey continued silently, the last thing you guys saw was a deer with its jaw and neck broken, watching you through beady red eyes. And all you could feel, Father Bell, was the pure hatred from this animal, from the light and the divinity that washed out of him. I think that was pretty much it. Was there anything anyone would like to add? Alright, before we get started, guys, we are actually just waiting for some pizza, so there may be a quick break as we grab that.
Oh, literally just rocked up.
I think they've just rocked up, so we'll go to a quick pause screen, and then when we come back, we'll be ready to roll.
Just quickly, the town had always been abandoned, so there was
That's
no one in the
right,
town.
yeah.
Well, of his knowledge.
His exact word, the village has always been empty and abandoned for hundreds of years.
But what a save note.
Yeah, what is safe now?
Yeah,
I
what is
mean,
that?
It wasn't
I trust
embedded when we got there.
He's stupid.
Don't talk about the like that.
We'll be right back.
Yep.
Welcome back. Daario and Father Bell. The night's been long as torrential rain sets in. Thunder rumbles overhead as you guys pull your cloaks tighter and tighter around you. The road, or more of a track, is now a complete muddy trail. And as you guys trudge along, the cold water seeps through your boots, and every now and then you have to stop, unlodging yourself from the torn, muddy road. How long does your spell last?
My Eyes of the Night,
The other one.
1 hour.
What's the plan for this little fellowship at the moment? Are you guys looking for a target tonight? Or do you plan just to make some tracks?
Yeah, like I said initially, I thought that they were a lot more frequent, so we're going to wait for the next attack and then see if we can track down the necromancers causing that attack. But if not, I don't know, what do you think?
Don't know. Yeah, I think if there's not going to be an attack, probably like find some sort of clue or camp.
Towns that maybe we can gather some information. By any means necessary.
What would you like to look for? You've got the 2 Emperor's Hurricanes that are more than capable scouts, if you'd like to send them off.
What do they know? What information can they give us on our journey as we walk?
As you guys walk, breaking the silence, they answer your questions. The closest town they know of is the Pedal. However, there are many huts or small farmsteads or ruins that litter the place around them. In terms of attacks, they don't believe, from what they understand, that the necromancers stay around the front line. They usually retreat deep into Sylvania, protected by the darkness and foulness of the land, recuperate the strength before they head out again towards the front line, launching another attack. If there is going to be an attack tonight, it could be anywhere on the front line. However, being the most direct route into Ostermark, this one has frequented the most attacks.
What do they know about I had a blank. Not Malekith,
Hun?
no. The vampire lord.
Manfred.
Manfred.
Very little, my lord. You would know more through your associates than we would. The reconnaissance that we have gathered says and almost confirms that True von Karstein has returned to Drakenhof. But to travel that deep into Sylvania would be treacherous. However, if we were able to cut the head off the snake, like you've said, perhaps a new era can begin here. Drakenhof is at least 4 days' march.
Wait, 4 days? Oh yeah, you guys heading Malekith's Tower. Okay.
We're past Malekith's Tower now.
Sorry?
We just passed Malekith's Tower. That's where we ended.
Well, we ended talking to the guy from the I Corps.
Yeah, but
Past
that,
Malekith's Tower.
how'd they get there so quick?
That's Malekith's Tower. Drakenhof is,
Oh, Drakenhof,
Yeah.
yeah.
is deep in
Drakenhof is-
Sylvania. That's the capital of Sylvania.
And you guys are heading to Drakenhof with them?
No,
No,
no.
we're heading
To
towards
Dread
Sylvania.
Borderline.
Yeah, and then. Also, that's what I'm sorry, can you bring up the map again?
Started like a B.
So is Drakenhof where Manfred?
Manfred is.
Okay, I see now.
Yeah, so we're heading through the walls of Dread Mordheim. And our destination was here, was it this one?
Oh, isn't it?
Just the town behind the ruins of Dread Mordheim, or it's a fort.
Oh, up here. What is down
That's the
here?
rooms of Jordan Time.
Yeah, Dread Mordheim, and then there's
Yeah,
Siegfried.
correct. So that's the fort.
And
Where you're heading to?
sorry,
And
this is
Sylvania.
Malekith's Tower is here.
The Malekith's Tower is here.
I see.
Am I going through the zombie marsh and stuff?
Yeah.
And Drakenhof is where, sorry?
Deeper through here, it's just
Oh, in the other direction.
correct.
Oh, shit.
Right at the back of Sylvania.
So we're here. Where would
That would be
Daario and
like just up the road.
like here?
No, further towards
This
the.
way?
Did someone say somewhere to us, though, that there is necromancy something at Malekith's Tower? I remember there was something
They
about...
said it's a commonly used spot for necromancers. Now, again, understanding the situation, especially before
So
Manfred,
did we approach from
it's a
this
struggle for
direction?
power between vampire lords, powerful necromancers,
We took like
whites,
this path.
right? So there's, imagine a broken state with many little factions fighting each other or making alliances together.
So, understanding that then, Manfred... Sorry, just because I've pictured this all wrong. So, Manfred and the necromancers are two separate things. They're not actually working together. They're working
Now
against
with-
each other.
No,
is that
now
right?
with Manfred in the picture, if a true Von Karstein has returned to Sylvania, then Manfred is powerful enough to unite all of them, either by force or by diplomacy.
So if there is necromancy happening at Malekith's Tower, it's likely that it's under Manfred's command now. Is that right?
Manfred has only returned in
Gotcha. So
in
he
most
hasn't-
recent times. However, you are aware, piecing the information together, that the attacks have lessened, meaning with a little bit of insight that someone's taken control now. Where the attacks
has
were
been-
frequent and disorganized and just random on the front line. You know, you would imagine that it's different necromancers and vampire lords of no connection attacking the front line. And you got to remember, vampires and necromancers, the whole, for someone, well, vampires aside, for a necromancer, for a human to become a necromancer, they're all full of ambition, right? Somebody doesn't sacrifice their soul and dive into the dark arts willy-nilly. It's all ambition. And so every vampire and necromancer is just as ambitious as Manfred, although not as powerful.
And Lady De Winter did tell us that she called Heimlich Manfred's dog. So we do know that's a connection as well.
Alright.
So Lady De Winter is just as ambitious then, huh?
Don't come from a girl. Protected.
Alright, so somewhere in our journey, could I have just sent the two that are with us to scout ahead slightly, just so I could have a word with Daario?
Okay. After about 45 minutes, you send them off. And covered in mud, drenched, they unholster their pistols, put them underneath their cloaks, their rifles, and head off in the darkness.
Sorry, can we just stay no further than 300 feet so that we can see them and they can see another 300 feet?
Okay. Although you can see them through your dark vision, you lose them through the winds and turns of the muddy road, every now and then getting a glimpse of them as lightning flashes up ahead. Sometimes in your travel, you swear instead of seeing two figures, you see a beast in their place, or something crossing the road behind them. Only for the next flash to show them back there on the road slowly moving.
This little initial sky.
This is not how I envisaged your return would be, Daario. But be that as it may, the Lord of Light works in mysterious ways. Your valor and commitment has definitely inspired the men behind us.
We simply do what everyone must do.
And that is why, my lord, it is up to you to take the command here. Remember, even an ember in a field of weeds can spark a flame. Your actions will have an impact far greater in the resolve of clearing your name. Lead these men. Bring some reprieve to the front line. A word will spread of it. I put my faith in Sigma and you, Daario. And I will follow where you lead.
Let's hope you put your faith in the right place, Father. How many men do you think it would take to take out Manfred?
From what I know, far greater than what we have.
Maybe we should explore Medica's Tower.
If that is your wish, then let the light guide us forward and shelter us in this. Command is yours, Daario.
I'll whistle and I'll signal the scouts ahead. I just want to do like hand gestures, like regroup, Medica's Tower, like direction kind of thing.
And T. Where?
You see that there's only one figure now, and as he watches you, crouched on the side of the road, silhouetted in the forest, he waits for the next flash of lightning, and as he does, he signals you that something's been found up on the road ahead. He signals if you want to investigate it.
I'll wait till the next flash of lightning, and then I'll signal like I'm coming to you, and then I'll inform Father Bell and make make our way there?
The weather is beginning to take a toll on both of your bodies. And as you finally reach the steep hill, you look around for a second, and until the next flash of lightning, you see your two men. You see one of them crouched in the forest. And as he stands up slowly, he makes his way to you. There's a man in a ruined church over the next hill. We heard him laughing in the night. We haven't got close, but he seems harmless enough. Perhaps we can pass on by. He hasn't seen us.
Did he give you any reason to assume any danger?
Other than his mad cackling, he was speaking to himself at the altar.
What did he say?
We weren't close enough to hear, my lord. Through the rain and the thunder, the only things we could pick up was his mad cackling.
Fine work. What do you make of Father Bo?
Can we hear him?
You stop for a second, and as the thunder dies away, you hear the distant laughing of a madman.
In my times in the field, smiting cultists, does this
Oh, that's freaky.
have any signs of something similar to that?
Well, cultists are a chaotic thing, right? In the land of Sylvania, cults are less prominent here. However, a man underneath this torrential rain in a ruin praying at an altar is just plain weird. Now, it is harmless so far.
But it is weird this far out, right?
Yeah, it's the dead of night. And it's in Sylvania, Sigma wasn't worshipped very often, even before the time where the Von Cast Iron rule took over. The people here more worshipped the god of death than anything else. There was very little, maybe 2 or 3 churches that you know of Sigma here. Most of them burnt down, or none of them exist now.
Any place light could be shed in this darkened realm is a place where we should go. It should not be left unchecked, my lord.
I agree. So how far away is it?
Just over the hill, about 200 meters.
We'll make our way up there, slowly, quietly.
Before we do, sorry, what was the name of the 2 guys with us?
Sivok and Dinka.
Zevok and
Sivok is currently the one here. Dinka is keeping watch on the man.
How is your aim with that rifles, my son?
It's not meant for long range shooting, father, but I should be able to hit him. That is if my gunpowder isn't too wet.
Let us pray it is not. Find a vantage point and keep an eye.
He gives a nod to you and leads you guys off the road into the forest. And as the forest clears, a hill rising up to the moon stands before you, and just on the edge of the hill, on a rocky outcrop, you see Dinka hidden in the rocks every now and then, peeking his head over the hill. As you guys make your way up, Sirok breaks away to get another angle. And as you reach the crest of the hill, Dinka motions below. And as you look over, you see a small valley, which was once perhaps a small settlement, now burnt and abandoned for years. And in the middle of the settlement, a ruined small church of Sigma lays overgrown, flooded and ruined. And in the middle, a man on his knees praying to the statue.
Statue of Sigma?
Statue of Sigma.
Statue of Sigma.
Yeah, like I said, it's a church of Sigma. As you get closer, Dinka slides over the ground to you guys, covered in mud. He's wearing imperial colours.
Imperial.
Triple, my lord. But we don't operate alone or this far out. Perhaps a deserter? If he is, I just put him down and save him a lifetime of shame.
Daario?
We will not make that decision until we've heard his story.
I'm not doing improvingly. And then I'm going to step forward and start fixing his cloak. Who better to hear that story than the Prince of Ostermark? So, as I do, I'm gonna take one of my links and link it to the collar of his cloak, and I'm gonna cast Warding Bond.
What is it, sorry?
Warding Bond.
Okay, has that.
So this spell wards a willing creature that you touch and creates a mystic connection between you and the target until the spell ends. While this target is within 60 feet of you, it gains +1 to its AC and saving throws. It has resistance to all damage, and each time it takes damage, you take the same amount of damage.
Oh shit.
That's
really
wicked.
cool.
After I link it, I'm gonna signal to you. First we'll speak to him.
Oh,
Would you like me to accompany you, my lord?
it's okay. You. Who am I talking about?
Dinka.
Okay. And Siva?
Sivok has moved around the hill to get another vantage, but he's within, like, viewing distance.
Keep an eye for Siva if something comes from behind.
As you command.
Oh, yeah, I would have been hot with my bow, so I'll just carry my bow. And I'll make my way to the church.
So remembering that Daario has also cast Pass Without a Trace, I'm gonna move closer with him, but stay sort of within 60 feet
Okay.
and sort of hidden.
And I want to walk up to it.
His back is towards you.
Yeah, I want to walk as non-threatening as possible. And I want to knock as I walk in.
Knock on.
Like a door as I walk into the church.
And sorry, I just want to view from a distance as well, and just look out for anything odd that I might know as a priest, or also to be able to tell if his prayers or whatever he's doing is genuine.
Yeah. Alright. Daario. The descent is steep, and you pick your path carefully. Any misstep could send you sliding down the hill through the rocks, and you'd end up at the bottom, cut up and bruised. Halfway down, as the man comes into view, I need you to make either a perception or insight check. Your choice.
$13.
13 for what?
Skill? Perception.
You pause for a second as you swear. For a couple of seconds, the man disappeared. And as the lightning dies down, your eyes adjusting again to the darkness, you see him there again. And you realise not only is he an Imperial trooper, but on his shoulder, as you circle around, you see embossed into his shoulder pad the sigil of the Empress Hurricanes. You make it to the bottom of the hill, your heart beating in your chest, your fingers twitching, trying to stay in control, to not reach for a weapon. Everything in this land seems odd and puts everyone at edge. And you take a second to steel yourself before you slowly reach up and knock on the door that hangs from a single hinge. The man doesn't answer. Yeah, you can hear his whispers now. I did everything. My whole life I dedicated to you. Fighting in the shithole. Burying friends. Abandoning my family. And this is what I get in return. Of course it is. Why would it be any different? You are nothing but a false god. There is no afterlife. There is no paradise. There is simply death and eternal rest, which even that you have robbed from me. Even that you have robbed from me, as I continue to suffer in this accursed land. But I will take my vengeance. I will take my vengeance. And I swear to you, Sigma, I will desecrate every temple raised in your name for your betrayal. This I vow on my unborn son. What would you like to do?
Call out. Greetings, soldier. Are you alright?
He stops. Is that all I am to you?
Oh my gosh.
A soldier. You had once called me brother, my prince. And he turns around. And you see Sergeant Riley with his eyes slit.
And you still are. Now take a few steps closer.
Am I in hearing distance of this?
Shit.
You can be if you would like to stay within the 60 feet, you would be.
Do I recognise what may become of him here?
You buried Sergeant Riley and put him to the torch, ensuring that his body wouldn't rise again. Yet this here is not his physical form, but his ethereal. And as your heart sinks, you realize that somehow, perhaps during his death, the winds of magic may have been blowing stronger. Maybe there was a necromancer casting and pulling on the winds. And as his soul left his body, for whatever reason he had at the time of dying, instead of passing, got caught up in that stream and has not found rest. If that was true, you wouldn't have let me die.
I've been looking for you. But when I got there, it was too late.
Always is. Always is too late. I'm sure you had other matters to attend to, my prince. No. No, why would you even bother to consider a soldier like me? Another life to throw away. While you stay safe. And I am robbed of everything.
I've given up that safety to come find you, Riley.
To what end, Daario? You have found me. Here I am suffering for eternity. Blinded, choking, cold, filled with rage. Even in death, I find no peace. Even in death, I am locked here, suffering. Without my wife, without my child, without my men. Fire does nothing to warm me. Food does nothing to sustain me. I feel my death in every second. But you have found me, my prince. Oh, forgive me if I'm not grateful.
How far away from him am I?
The church is quite small. Only from the end of this wall to the kitchen wall.
As I walk towards him, I'll take off my quiver, take off my bow, and rest it down. I have not always been there for you. But in these final moments, let me do what I can.
My final moments have passed. You can do nothing for me now. No blade will put me to rest. No kind words will quench my anger. No God will hear my cries.
I do not wish to use a blade. If no words will calm you, then I will sit here for as long as it takes. Even if it is the last thing I do.
He laughs madly at that. As long as it takes. Well, I'm afraid, old friend, I have much more time to spare than you do.
Then if I must, I will spend it all here.
I don't know who's the bigger fool, Daario. Me believing I could make something of myself. Or you. The one-eyed prince who was too blind to see that he's talking to a ghost.
Ghost or not, you're still my brother.
I was never your brother.
If I can't save you in life, then let me save you in death.
How? He looks around wildly, only obviously not able to see where you are. And it makes it all that more anxiety driven for you as he thrashes around wildly. Tell me how. How can you kill something that is already dead?
As I walk up to him, I gotta put my hand on his shoulder. Does it just like phase through?
Sylvania is cold. But as your hand passes through your old friend, you feel a chill run through your body that you haven't never felt before.
I don't know, but will you let me try?
Tell me something, brother. Have you even gone to see my wife? Does she even know that I am dead?
I promise you, her and your child will be looked after, and they will forever know you as a hero.
It takes a couple steps back. You do not even have the decency to look my wife in the face and tell her that I sacrificed my life for you.
As soon as I heard, I left for you.
Leave me, Daario. Leave me before my rage overcomes me, and I see to it that you join me in eternal suffering.
Then we will be brothers again.
I'm not your brother!
How come you know?
I will see her myself. And if my son will not have a father to raise him, then I will have no son at all.
Father Father Bell's gonna slowly start making his way forward.
By those words, I know you are truly gone. For the Riley that I knew would have given his life gladly if it meant his son would be safe.
I have given my life, and my wife doesn't even know I'm dead. Am I to have another man raise my son?
Only a coward would say that.
Father Bell's gonna use thaumaturgy, and he is gonna yell out as he walks forward. Whence the hour grows late, and the darkness takes you. Remember your Lord, remember the light, for your battle is eternal, and your test is forever. For the Lord does not abandon us, but guides us and reaches for us no matter where we linger. For the journey to Azir is long and dark, and only those faithful shall dine in the halls. And as I walk forward, I want to try and see if there's a way I can ease his spirit and sort of remind him of the light. As I walk forward, I want to try and get to the statue of Sigma and sort of draw power through it as I pray.
I know I'm not there, but does a lawful ghost apply with the same thing, that if there is a ghost, it's because they have something that needs, like, something
Unfinished business.
unfinished business, like whether it's revenge or
And it's usually tied to their last emotion or thought. And if that feeling is strong enough, then their soul will linger here.
And
But-
so because the winds of magic and winds of chaos were used so strongly, that's why he's manifesting it.
Correct, and because his emotions were so strong, his soul would have been, and that emotion would have been caught up in the winds of magic, not letting him pass. You may make a religion check.
Advantage if I touch the statue?
Yes.
Yay!
Sigma guidance.
With an extra advantage if you stand like in a specific way so the lightning flashes behind you.
Oh shit. 11.
Oh shit.
His head snaps to your voice, and as you finish, as his mouth curls up in a snarl, your false god has abandoned me, Father. There is no afterlife. There is no Azir. It is all lies.
Sigma sees you still, Riley.
Sigma is nothing but a lie. A lie
Sigma
told.
is your savior from this darkness.
Where is my savior now? Where was my savior when my eyes were cut out as I prayed to him?
Even in blindness, the light should still shine within you. Use your inner eyes, Riley. Shine so that Sigma might find you.
If you truly believe, there is any hope still left for me, then you are a fool, Osiris. For I am damned. I am damned to work this eternal, cursed land until I find my vengeance. And when I find my killer, I will make her suffer tenfold as I have suffered. You know, just as you know with Jayce, that a soul like this is just a ticking time bomb.
Is
And
he
he
too
is-
far gone though?
He is much further gone than Jayce is. The anger in his voice, the refusal at anything. He's still locked in his last emotions, just moments before his death, and that's all the soul remembers. And until he seeks and finds what's holding him here, he will not find peace.
Let the light within you shine brightly. For if it does not, it will shine around you.
You may make a persuasion check with disadvantage.
With disadvantage? Nine.
Curse you, old man.
I cast Sacred Flame.
Before you do, you know that attacking him, just like Jayce, will only make it worse and send him deeper, transforming him into a nightmare.
But, okay. From what Father Bell knows, is there any redemption possible for him?
Satiate his soul
Okay.
and guide him back
We're
Not-
in need of a monster hunt.
through anger. But whatever it is he's seeking, it's the only way for him to leave this plane and leave it before he turns free. And any chance of him reaching Azir has to be done before it's too late and he turns into a nightmare and is eternally trapped on this plane. And even then, if he seeks out whatever he's seeking, he will not find rest.
Fine. Then do not put your faith where you cannot find it. But I wish to dine with you, Riley. I wish to drink with our fellow comrades, to sit with Sigma in your presence. If you do not put your faith in him, then put it in us. Allow us to write this for you. Allow us to turn Sigma's eyes towards you, so that he may reach into the darkness and pull you forward. I ask but for time, old friend.
Do you have anything to add?
I promise you, I told you I'd do what it takes. Let Father Bell and I do this for you.
To share between you. You may both make a straight persuasion check.
We can both make it.
You can either spend it to re-roll, or spend it now to re-roll, or spend it to roll with advantage.
I actually want to do one thing, and I will gonna say to Father Bell, may Sigma help you find the right words. But like, I'll whisper it to him. Give him bardic inspiration.
Wait, so if we use it, we can both roll advantage, or
One
one
of you
of
may,
us?
or one of you may spend it to re-roll, and this will be a combined DC.
Ooh. roll first and then see what we get. So persuasion.
Come on.
Persuasion, and
Oh.
it's a tough DC.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
23.
28.
Oh,
28!
yeah.
I got plus 11 to my persuasion.
Plus 11.
Oh.
When you mean straight, you mean proficiency's allowed, right?
No, yeah, like no disadvantage.
Gotcha.
Do you want to use the body persuasion? Because only last time.
Yeah, I used it.
Oh, sweet.
Got 6.
Damn.
Wow.
Sergeant Riley, a brother, a soldier, and a friend that you both so highly respected and loved in life, falls to his knees in death. And as he begins sobbing uncontrollably, then help me find my king. And after that, my only desire in this world is to hold my child, if but for a moment. And then I can rest. Father, brother, help me. I beg this of you. Let me rest.
As soon as he falls to his knees, I want to go down on my knees next to him and start reciting what I know was the prayer that meant the most to him.
I will go on my knees next to him as well. So, even if it is with my final breath, it will be done.
I know what it is like to be lost to darkness, Riley. But find the ember, the slither of hope, and hold it. But for a moment, for us to do this for you.
As he sobs, kneeling in a circle with you guys, you slowly see him fade away.
Name.
I have no name, and I have no sight. But, and as he fades away, he opens up his crumbled hand. I remember his voice gets distant. The smell of lavender. And as he disappears, a single clove of lavender falls on the floor.
Does it mean anything to either of us? Oh my god.
You may make an insight check if you like.
I would.
Can I make one as well? I got 15.
Man, I rolled so bad. 14.
You both kneel, staring at the crumpled stem of lavender. And you have no idea where to begin.
Father Bill is just gonna get up and go to the statue of Sigma. And how destroyed is it? Like, does it still have a face?
It's been damaged by the fire, and the beams from the top of the church that have fallen have broken off chunks of it. Yeah, majority of the face still remains. It's lost an arm, yet it still holds the hammer high. And even in its ruined state, power washes through it.
I'm gonna lean in close to it. I have no right to ask. But find him, my lord. Find him. For if a light as bright as his can be lost to the darkness, then what hope do I have? What hope do any of us have? Blessed Sigma, guide his soul to your halls, for he is worthy. Send me to damnation. Put me in his place, not his soul, for it is yours.
The fierce stance of the statue is turned into more of a sorrowful look as the water pours down. Yet as you step away, and as the wind blows, you feel Sigma's presence here with you. And as if a shoulder is placed on your hand,
I'm pressed initially.
a hand is placed on your shoulder. You turn around, expecting to see someone there. Yet as the lightning flashes, all you see in the distance is Malachus. Beautifully done. You hear a smooth voice saying from the darkness behind the church. You might have even converted me, Father.
Don't know the voice.
You do not.
Can I see the person?
Only when he steps out into the light.
Just took it over
And as the thunder rumbles, you see a pale face clad in deep, ornate red armour. Long, white, straight hair flows elegantly by his side, and a large sabre is tucked into his scabbard by its side. Rings ordain his pale fingers, and his thin, long nails accentuate that deathly look. Lord Debarge, at your service. And that is where we'll come to you, Drea.
What the hell?
Conversation.
What was his name? Lord Debarge?
Lord Debarge.
Debarge.
couple of times, Drea, you trip over a pothole or a root sticking up through the road. And in you guys being in the day, the overcast, drizzly weather only dampens your sour mood. Your thoughts are elsewhere, and your body numbly follows the road. You still feel the tight hand on your throat. You still hear the crunch in every twig that you step on as his back breaking as he gets torn apart. And in every shadow, you see the face of the Ever-Chosen. You've passed Malachus Tower now. And just before you bump into Silver, you realise that the party stopped. You guys have come to a point on the map where you either have to decide to go around
To the Marshes?
So where's Malachus Tower? It's Malachus Tower, yep. So either go through the forest, through the marshes, or continue on the road from Malachus Tower up here. Yep, where those dots are, yep, continue and go around the forest and look back through. A longer journey, but potentially safer. Or a quicker journey. Without any roads.
How long is the longer journey?
It'll take you the rest of the day, marching a full day at a continuous pace.
And how much longer do we think Jayce has?
You can make a check if you like.
See how feral he's getting.
Alright, team. What's the play?
Any
Insight.
insight? That's 19.
Jayce seems to be in higher spirits ever since Dante has made his presence. And although physically, especially in the sweat weather, you can see the decaying rot setting to his flesh, his soul seems to be in high spirits.
So if his body's rotting though, and we got his spirit back, is that decay?
So, right or left?
Nephew! Left, right.
I always get my O's backwards. Left or right?
Went through the marshes. If everyone's up for it.
Mr. Bjorn, the marshes, they smell. You know, it's full of dead, that's why they call them the zombie marshes.
What else do you know about it?
You know, it's warmer there. All the dead bodies, they, what you say, decomposing, and they generate heat. But it's too hot, man, as well. Like you know, like muggy and.
Are they dead? Or are they undead?
Oh, you know, some of them decide to wake up sometimes. Other times they stay sleeping. But you know.
Sounds like you've travelled through it before.
Oh no, I usually just stop for a piss, and sometimes I piss on their head and. They're angry, man.
But it is traversable.
I mean, if you want to be waist deep in sticky, marshy bog, it's traversable.
But the road on the map leads through there.
There's
Is there
no
not a
road.
path that we could take?
That's He wipes his finger and wipes the rain away. No, Rhodesy. If we go through the marshes, we'll be making our own way. It is faster though. And you know, the people of Sylvania, they're like, well, they're rude, man. Like, they don't talk much, they don't look you in the eye. They sometimes try, well, a lot of times try to kill you.
How long would it take us to make it through the marshes?
Oh, if none of the sleepy fellows wake up, I'd say like 4 hours.
And I estimate about a day if we go around. A day might be too long.
Hey, Mr. Drea, you okay?
Drea would be completely zoned out. Like, do you know someone associates and their eyes are there, but they're like,
Please do it.
yeah.
Hey, have a think about it, Silver. I'm gonna hand the map over. And try to try and like, you alright?
Gonna study the
I'm just
finger.
gonna like put my hand around her shoulder and just take her a few steps away from her.
As soon as you would touch Drea, she would like almost freak out and sort of like jump. You know,
Like, shut up.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's alright. We're a daydreamer.
It's again.
Well, it's either we go through the marshes where the dead lies.
I was
Well,
gonna
we
say,
go-
as you're talking, Drea is like looking around everywhere, like she's not even processing what you're saying.
Don't forget about that for a sec. Is everything okay with you? You're zoning out. More than usual.
Have you seen anyone following us?
I'm sorry, what?
Have you seen anyone following us?
You being at the back of the pack have been keeping a close eye for any riders, any bandits, anything like that. Yep, so far into your journey of Sylvania, you're not sure why everyone was concerned travelling through this land. You haven't seen any sign of danger.
They worried about those Lyco mercenaries that I haven't seen anyone following us, and I'm confident the road up ahead is pretty clear as well, according to Gaia. I just don't know. What's wrong?
It's in my head.
What's in your
It's
head?
like you're watching me.
Who? What? What's happening?
Dad. He's everywhere. I don't know how, I don't know if I brought him with me, but he's everywhere.
I
He's
don't-
always watching me.
I don't understand.
Neither do I.
Has he visited you again? When? Last night? How? In the dome? Did he? What did he? Well, what did he say? What does he want?
I don't know how to answer that because it's inevitable. It's what he's done already. He's going to do it again.
And you can feel him now.
I have a feeling that like we've been watched.
Yeah,
He's
since you've woken up,
Yeah.
you don't know if you're imagining it, but your sour mood and paranoia and anxiety has been at an all-time high the whole day.
I don't know how, but I swear it's like he's always there.
Why have you never mentioned this before?
How am I supposed to say that? At first I thought I was imagining it. That it was some side effect of coming here, but I swear weird things kept happening. I bit him and there was nothing on me. There's nothing that I could find, yet my axe is dented. He killed Azra and Azra's here.
At the mention of his name, you hear Azra squeak, and the last you left him was inside your breast pocket, hidden from the rain. But he pokes his head out from the pouch where you've put half his body. A concerned look on his face that he's spent the last few hours in that pouch, looking over himself.
Does,
It's like he's here and he's there and he's somewhere else.
did us pull that body out?
No, he just poked his head out.
Alright, look, I'm not sure I understand, but... Hold still. I'm just gonna do like an arcane check and see if I can like sense some sort of residue, like mark or something. I don't know.
Go ahead.
That is a 12. I will say I get advantage of this undead. But they usually think, yeah, Fae feeds undead, but I don't think it is. But still.
You hold your hand out, closing your eyes, focusing and channeling the winds of magic. And as you send it around Drea, softly caressing her body, checking her over, you feel something familiar yet different on her back. The small of her back just beneath her neck. You feel blood magic.
Hold on, turn around. Can I put on a collar or just...
Removing her pack, she'd have to take off her cloak and everything like that if you allow it, Drea.
This, I think there's something on your back.
Immediately start taking it off.
You rip your cloak off, not caring that immediately you're getting drenched
I make sure Ezra stays with me though.
and chilled to the bone. And as you unbutton your shirt and loosen it, Bjorn, you pull it down. And you see your father's mark on her back. What's the spell that you cast as Boulder on Baby Drea?
You motherfucker!
Oh shit! What?
That is the brand something. I can't
Do you brand me?
remember.
Is Bjorn, does he have a level in?
Not Hunter?
Yeah.
Yes. It's got 3.
Yeah, so you immediately recognize it.
Did 3.
What is this spell?
I think it's not a responsibility called Brand of Castigation, I think it's called. But
It
basically
was
your
when
brand
you
of-
guys were in the town and he took the baby, which nobody knew was Drea at that point. Boulder marked it so he could come back and find it. and save her.
Oh my god.
I
shit.
can't believe.
You're branded. He's branded you. I don't know when this would have happened.
Can I, like, if I touch it, can I feel anything? Where is it? Where? We're just gonna start, like, clawing at her back.
Your back feels smooth. You've never noticed it before, but with your arcane magic around it, you see it coming from underneath the skin. Not a scar, but the blood in her vessels come together to make the mark just underneath her skin.
Just, just gonna start clawing at her back. Get it out of me. Get it out of me. Like,
You watch as
clawing.
your sister wildly and without any concern for her safety starts clawing at her back. You see her nails first scratching, leaving red marks before you see her skin.
Like immediately, when she starts backing over, like, calm down, and I'm just gonna hold it. It's alright. We'll fix it.
I need it out of me.
Can I actually do that? I could dispel legit, but I don't know if it is.
You may try.
I'm gonna use this spell and use it twice on the same day. That's what I try to do. Just hold still, alright? This might sting a little. I'm gonna put my hand over it. Just for added flair, considering this is Hemo craft, I will cut my wrist and use my blood to sort of maybe enhance it more for flair. But this
It was kind of poetic.
and I'm going to cast a spell magic. So creature, object, or magical effect within range. Any spell of third level or lower on the target ends. So it's not necessarily a level spell. So I don't know how everyone handled that. It is a magical effect though, but for each spell of 4th level or higher on the target, make an ability check using your spellcasting ability, and on a successful check, the spell ends.
Do that.
Roll it. Just so you know. Sorry? It's level 3, yep. Just so you know, he would have got that level 6. It's an ability, but with that force.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
21?
21. Oh, hold on. Sorry. Let me double check that again. DC equals 10. This is most level. This is I forgot which one that lady uses it. This one or that one? It's the spell attack, right?
Yeah.
So the same as if I was to roll.
Correct.
Yeah, so then 21.
You stare at your sister's back, and as you hold out both hands, channeling your energy, you start off slow. And as you begin to channel more and more, the brand seems to push itself further and further up her skin. Even in the drenching cold, you feel your body begin to heat up, as if you're physically exerting yourself. You focus as you channel more and more energy, trying to dispel it. And as you begin sweating, you open your eyes, and as your hands shake, your head pounds, you watch horrified as the symbol on her back dissipates, giving you a moment of relief before the blood comes back again, darker than ever, and you watch horrified as the symbol changes in front of your eyes.
Oh shit.
Can you do it different part?
What's that?
Try this one maybe?
Oh shit.
What does that mean?
That's simple chaos.
Yeah.
No! What does that mean?
We've seen this so many times.
Just I'll take a
You
photo.
watch as a
Reminds me of Spring
symbol
Twilight.
of chaos undivided stitches itself together underneath her skin. And just before you open your mouth, Drea, I need you to make a constitution saving throw.
Oh shit.
Shit. What did the symbol look like before? Just Boulder's mark?
Yeah.
What is
Whatever.
Boulder's mark?
I have a text. I have designed that, can't remember.
I can't believe you braided me. How could you braid an infant?
That wasn't you, that was Bubble that did that.
I think there was
Can I,
something that looked like a star or something like that.
Okay.
can I, use the inspiration that I got to reroll
When did you get inspiration?
last session?
No.
Oh, really? It's not that bad, I just don't think it's a. I just. Oh, what if it's worse?
What are you re-rolling?
Constitution saving throw.
Oh.
Just,
Nope.
Do I want to spend it? Oh, it's worse!
You have to take the
It's
rest.
a 13.
You open your mouth to scream as out of nowhere your back explodes into a painful spasm. It burns, and just before you scream, the wind is knocked out of you as you go flying away from your brother. Pushed with such force, you feel your back crack as you go slamming into the tree across the road. You take 13 points of damage as you skid across the floor, tumbling a few times before finally coming to a stop, face down in the dirt. You all see this as bursts of energy sends Drea flying unnaturally fast across the road. You hear her crashing, her body breaking and bruising against the tree before she finally comes to a sliding stop.
Fuck! I'll run towards her. Get down on my knees. Are you alright? I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
What do I feel?
Your back is on fire. You can feel your muscles spasming as they almost fight and defy any control you have over them. It sends spasms through your whole body as she twitches and jerks on the floor like something possessed. The spasms stop, and the firing magic on your back seems to slowly ease away, yet the cold rain stings as if you're being sunburned as it drips on your
I'll
back.
actually cover her body. I'll try and, as she's spasming, I'll try and just hold her. And try and just calm her with comfort.
How do you do that?
I'll just wrap my arms around her.
What do you say to her?
Um,
She's spasming in your arms
That's right.
violently.
That's right. That's right, I'm here.
Do I not even have like the energy or control of my body to speak?
You've all wind has been knocked out of you. No one here is being tased, but it's almost like that.
I don't really taste. We live in Australia, guys.
I'm sorry, Drea. I'm sorry. Forgive me.
Like,
Forgive me.
I have no control of my body, nothing. Can not talk?
You can finally let out a groan as your body shakes and control returns to you. You feel like you've been hit by a train. Your back feels like it is snapped in half. It's burning. Your face is scratched as you choke on small twigs, leaves and mud. And every bone in your body, you know when you're sick and you've got that fever and just all your bones ache? 10 times worse than that.
Drea's just gonna try and stick it herself on the floor. And she's gonna look at Bjorn and go, what did you do?
That is for, even that hurts you saying that. Her voice comes hoarse and through gasps, and you hold your little sister. You almost feel her pain, but you're riddled with guilt because one, you couldn't help her, and two, it only seems like you've made things worse.
I'm sorry, I tried to dispel it, but it's beyond me. It's too powerful. I'm sorry.
Drea's just gonna like try and push away from him, but feeling like the way she was, I imagine she wouldn't really be able to. She's gonna start gasping for breath and like, and she's just gonna start burst into tears. Like,
Moments
control.
before you burst into tears, as your head's still spinning, your ears are ringing, you hear in your head, "You are mine." Your sister bursts into tears, her body shaking violently. How is Bjorn feeling right now as you cradle her little body against yours, trying to do anything from sheltering her from the rain to giving her warmth to...
Drea's just gonna also put her hands over her ears. I'm just like, you know when people like beat themselves like that? Like, oh damn, there's a little bit hit. But
Yeah, I'm just gonna hold it as tightly as I can. And almost like I'm like tensed up and holding her, but maybe even tighter than I should because I'm shaking as well. And yeah, like that overwhelming feeling of hurting someone you love. Just like, you know, yeah, I'll just keep repeating, forgive me.
would, if Drea were to touch it or try and look back, would she be able to see it?
Get that word?
You see nothing. As Bjorn, you see the blood dissipate, disappearing back into her body, leaving a smooth, pale back. The only thing you feel is again as if you've been sunburned, and then when you touch it, pain shoots through your back. Your sisters are crying and beating herself like a wailing mother.
I'm trying to hold her arms and stuff so she doesn't hurt herself.
Her hair a mess, covered in mud. Dirt all over her face. What's the rest of the party doing?
Jayce is gonna come skidding around the corner. And he's just gonna say, redhead, tats! What's going on?
Tats? Oh, that's us?
What's...
Okay.
Are you guys alright? Why don't you have any clothes on? And Jayce is gonna take off his jacket, and just pass it over to Bjorn, like without looking. Here, take it.
I'll take it, and I'm just gonna wrap it around her. I'm like, tell Silver we're setting up camp here.
Okay, is there anything else I can do?
Set up camp.
Okay, yep, gotcha.
Did we hear the conversation?
Not while they were talking, you would have seen Drea like take her clothes off, unbutton her shirt, and you would have seen and heard her go flying. But as her in that conversation that happened before, they were pulled away.
You take her clothes off though.
Yeah, you didn't like. She would just have to take cloak, unbutton her shirt, like pull it down so you can see her back. And any conversation that you might have heard was over overbeared by the rain, the torrential rain, the thunder, and Dante telling you that you've got the map around the wrong way and turning it in your hands around the wrong way.
Because it's raining, like, how's this map?
No,
No,
sorry.
no.
Presume you would be like looking under your colours.
Oil.
Okay.
Oh, oiled, yeah.
Sorry, but Sylvanas wouldn't have the map the wrong way.
Yeah, I said he wouldn't. I said Dante turned it around the wrong way in your hands.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
He told you have it the wrong way and then turned it the wrong
Oh,
way.
I see.
Hey,
I didn't see anyone, did you?
Oh, you're talking about the wielders of Icor?
No,
Ah,
the
Captain.
explosion. Drea.
What explosion? Captain, you're maybe hearing things still, or you want some tea?
I think you've had enough tea. As I put down my weapon.
Ah, where'd Mr. Bjorn and Mr. Drea go?
Maybe I'll come wandering back if Drea's up to it. Still holding her.
Would I have this ability to even walk?
You would be hobbling. Each step painful, most of your weight supported by brother.
Right. We're setting up camp. Let's get off the road into the woods. 100 meters and we'll set up camp. Alright?
I know the spot. This way.
I'll just follow.
You follow Silver's lead, getting led deeper and deeper into the forest. Before you find a smallish clearing, big enough for you guys to sit tightly together, which is probably good for this weather. And you may begin to setting up whatever camp you would like.
Dry wood. We need a fire.
On it.
What happened?
Just set up camp.
Listen, been a mercenary on the road for a while. And, I can always find some medical supply, some roots, some. Do we need any healing?
Unless you know magical healing, that's no good here.
I don't know any. Very well.
Drea, you are chilled to the bone. It feels like you've been dipped in ice lake and left there moments before you passed out and dragged back out. You shiver in your brother's arms and then flinch at every drop that's touching your back. Jayce, you run around and do your best to find dry wood, sticking to the dead trees that are still upright, snapping branches off and limbs before you come back. Dante's already pulled out his tea set and it seems oblivious to the whole situation as he begins snapping on roots, chewing on some of them, and throwing them to his bronze teapot.
As soon as the wood's like starting to get thrown in the middle, it's prestidigitation to light it. I'm just gonna like try and just like get it going as much as possible. So I can just light a campfire with prestidigitation, but if I could like go, I don't know, exert it several times or whatever just to get as much flame just coming from the smallest amount of wood they've gathered. And I'll take up my pack. Let's say I drag Drea's as well with me, and I'll place them, put Drea next to the fire on the packs. So yeah, I'll set it down on one, get out, bedroll, spread up so she's not sitting on the water, and I'll just sort of lay her with her head on the pack next to the fire. I'll just be gone for a few minutes. Will you be alright? If you see him, if you hear anything, you shout out.
Drea's like, completely dressed
She almost looks like she's got a fever.
Yeah.
As she goes in and out of consciousness, shivering even this close to the fire.
Dante, keep an eye on Drea, alright?
I know my situation, but can I just say, Dre's still in this state trying to hold off sleep as much as she can. She doesn't want to sleep again.
Okay.
I got it.
Mr. Bjorn, yeah. Yeah, of course.
Alright. We need to collect more wood for a bigger fire, alright? One of you watch her, the other collect the wood,
Just
alright? Stay within a 10-foot radius while I put out the hut. Alright?
Just what other to know light? I get it, man. She's probably under the weather, but I don't know if that's the biggest threat right now. And I want to help her, but
Look, if anything comes within 10 feet, fuck it up. I'm gonna just go around and start putting my rings out for the time.
Okay. So what's Silver doing? I think you're doing something?
Yeah, I would like to. Study the situation. Boulders. Bjorn's hastiness and Drea's. So what can I make out with?
Look, something obviously happened. It doesn't take any studying to see. Like, you would have heard and seen Drea go fucking flying across the road. Crushing through the forest before you see her brother sprinting after her.
Okay.
Something has clearly happened that neither Bjorn or Drea seems to want to share. But that does ring alarm bells in your head. Are you under attack? Is Drea getting some kind of fucked up by something? You have no answers, but something has clearly happened that Bjorn is trying to keep private. Now, whether or not Silver wants to dig deeper, that's up to you.
Okay.
hey, Silver, man, she's clearly freezing. Can you give her a coat? Hello? Be a gentleman, mate.
I really don't want to give him my cloak.
So
What
the
it
next
cut
time
then?
you're dying, I'm not giving you anything.
I will make Mr. Drea some warm, fine tea. It's a long walk, it's okay. People get tired, huh?
On the journey here so far, have I found anything that can help with bruises or anything? Any like as in like, you know,
Ointments or something.
something around that I can turn into an ointment or.
You can make a medicine check.
Oh, that's bad. Sorry.
Just as he's doing that, Jayce is just gonna say, "Oi, don't brush me off like some kid, mate. Look, we're all in this together. Give her a hand."
Captain, my nephew is right.
Alright. Just don't ruin it. And he takes it off.
I was pompous. Fuck.
Take off your cloak and place it over Drea, over her cloak that's already been, over Jayce's cloak that's already been placed there. Keep in mind that you guys are now both subject to the weather, as the canopies in the clearance does good job to stop out most of the rain, but still within minutes you're going to be wet. Now, does the dome stop rain and weather? Okay, yeah, beautiful.
You can make it as long as you want.
Yeah, okay. What'd you get for your medicine check?
9?
Although you know what to look out for, the forests in Sylvania are barren. And I don't mean by like wasteland, like there's plenty of trees and foliage, but anything anything that has good properties does not seem to want to grow in Sylvania.
Okay.
Good idea. After 10 minutes, Bjorn, you finished up as you place the last roll. The dome, with a slight vibrating energy, eclipses you guys, suddenly cutting off the rain falling down. And within a few seconds, you all feel a comfortable warmth, except you, begin to ooze in. You, Drea, etch closer to the fire, and nothing seems to take out the chill in your bones.
As soon as I finish with the dome, I'm going to rush back to her. And I'm going to call out Drea.
What's my state?
Make another con saving throw.
I'll hold
So
my
I have a
hand on her
question.
head and just.
Is this one, yeah?
Yeah.
I rolled the wrong one last time.
Put my hand on her head, feel her. How's she feel?
Feverish.
Hot, cold or hot?
Hot.
She feels hot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I rolled an 18.
You are conscious.
What did you say to me?
Is you alright? Are you feeling any better?
Draw it for me.
How about we just focus on getting
Draw
you.
it for me. What is my knowledge of Brandon?
Well, this is Blood Hunter, so you.
I wouldn't have
You know, there's plenty of different forms. Like the other one was clearly the one on the girl was clearly some kind of black magic. This is
Yeah.
different.
Yep, gotcha.
Right. With prestidigitation, I'm going to create an illusionary image of it in the air.
Do I
Oh.
know?
You know what, like. Do we know this symbol? Like us, we know it, but do the characters know it?
Bjorn does, because he's seen it plenty of times, and he fought underneath it at one point.
I think Drea's seen it. It's on paperwork that we got.
No, I think that was before Drea.
Oh, is that?
Yeah,
I just want to ask,
I know the paperwork. you're
considering
referring to.
like, you know, I have fought underneath it and stuff, and I know what the symbol is. If I draw it, is that bad? Like, I don't want it to be like a symbol where, like, you draw it and you summon evil or whatever. You know what I mean?
Although I'm sure Dre would have seen it. No
It
time.
Or is it just a symbol? At the end?
It is just a symbol, but there is power behind it. You know, it's like if you don't mention the Dark Lord's name kind of thing. But it's not like it's going to open up a portal of demons. It's just the more attention you give to it, the stronger chaos grows.
So, I'm not physically drawing it, I'm just making an illusion of it. And then I'm gonna, when it's done, I'm gonna meet Drea's eyes, see if she recognizes it or acknowledges it. At the very
In your
least.
research for the Eye of Assuring, you would have seen it.
What about in my timeline though?
Oh, yeah, of course, yeah. You would have
Plenty of
seen
things.
that.
Are you showing
You
it?
would have seen that
to
on
her?
hundreds of banners as
Sorry.
the armies of
Oh, I'm drawing
Archaon
it
burn the
above
world.
her.
Yeah.
Well, am
As
I
an illusion,
familiar
so
if
if you're looking, you'll see it.
something is branded with it, what it means?
No, you just know it is
A
the
symbol for chaos?
yeah,
So are we-
chaos undivided, so chaos united.
And I'm gonna whatever, yeah. It's his symbol.
Where's Dante?
Where are we?
You're all in the dome at the moment, and he is busy boiling the tea.
I'm gonna grab the dagger that I got from Riley's, the statue where Riley was, and I'm gonna go behind Dante and I'm gonna try and slip this through. I'm gonna put it to him. I'm gonna say, it's all your fucking fault, you let him in!
Your sister springs out of her bed and it surprises everyone by moving with speed as she pulls the dagger out, and as Dante opens up the teapot to take a smell, his head is drawn back as the dagger is placed to his throat, shocking all of you.
Drea, what are you doing?
He let him in. You did it on purpose, didn't you, little fucking twat?
Holy fuck.
Mr. Drea, we can talk about this, yeah?
You know what, when you see him, yeah, you tell him I'm fucking coming for him.
That's
I'm gonna slit his throat like the way I did you, yeah?
I'm gonna pull my sword out
And I'm gonna
And
start
then put
pressing
it
into
to-
his throat.
to Bjorn.
What's Bjorn doing?
What the shit is happening?
I
Relax.
just want to ask. Did he? Because here's the thing. Dante was never in the circle, so he couldn't have let anyone in. Right, I know that. So he's obviously coming in by other means. Is it the brand that would have allowed him to have it?
You're not sure, but if you don't presume the brand allowed him in. Make an investigation check.
I just want to explain with Dre's anger, she would have been like, her trying to rationalise it. She doesn't
Pretty
know
much.
that, so she's like, Border wouldn't have been able to come in if
Yeah.
Dante didn't let him in, even though she, you know?
21? No, with your knowledge, you know the brand is purely just for tracking.
I'm just gonna push your sword out of the way and I'm
No,
gonna take a
I'm
few steps forward.
Sorry, I'm not gonna allow you to push my sword away.
I'm going to start pressing it into his throat.
I'm gonna-
Hang on.
Alright,
Hold on.
Alright,
hold on.
stop. Everyone roll initiative.
Jeez. I was just gonna say, like if Jayce saw her running at Dante with a dagger, like he obviously won't just let her run
it's
by.
a small, tight circle though. Like she would have
Falling.
got up with speed and got there before anyone had a chance to even react.
But, like-
you wouldn't even know what she was doing.
Okay. But like the way I picture it, I don't know if this is right, but I picture like the dome, sure only 10 feet, but Drea and Bjorn on one side, sort of Dante on the other.
Quick.
Yeah.
We're here.
Sorry,
Let's
guys.
say
Yeah.
the bed trays, bedroll there. I'll be there.
Jace would be putting wood on the fire.
So we're like surrounding the fire. Whatever.
Yeah, but you wouldn't even know her intentions, right?
You
She
wouldn't be
just
expecting
got up. Yeah, you wouldn't. If it was an enemy, sure, but it's Drea, and she just got up, picked up the knife, and she could have been doing anything.
Even if I have the alert feat, which doesn't let me get surprised.
Yeah, because it's not like she's not. Her actions are surprising you. You're not.
I'm not sure what she's actually doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
You don't know what she could have been going out there to attack something behind
Yeah.
you.
Alright.
And it's not like she's an enemy, so you would be
Oh.
this is a possibility. It is fucking out of the wild. Everyone, write your initiative on the thing for me, please.
Oh shit.
On like a card?
No, just on the thing, so I can see.
Sorry, guys. I love the chaos.
Normally it's Chase.
I am chaos united.
Jayce, you see the only other family member you have get his head pulled back and a knife pressed into his throat by this wild fucking bitch that has
Holy
no
shit.
idea what she's doing. What are you doing?
Damn, you better watch your mouth. That's my sister.
Oh god. Yeah, I got my brother behind me.
And her hair's freaking wild at the moment. Her face is covered in mud. Her hair's covered in mud, twigs, sticks. She just looks feral. Her eyes wide.
Oh shit. Okay. So at what point is Jayce acting? Has she got there and is she putting the
Yeah.
blade to his throat? Is that what's happening?
Yep.
Okay.
And Dante's just said, we can talk about this, eh?
Okay.
I love how calm he is. Love Batman.
Alright. Here's what Jayce is gonna do. He's going to, as soon as he sees the blade get pulled out, he's gonna leg it over and
Just gonna go to the toilet really quick. I'm so sorry.
I feel like with Jayce he'd have the intentions of disarming her, but I feel like in his numbness he would push the blade almost like he'd run to her and try to disarm her, but the blade would like go through his hand, and then he'd clasp her hand in the dagger, with the dagger blade going through his hand.
Okay. You can make an unarmed attack, and I'll set the DC. But you're not going to know this, or Jayce isn't going to know this, but as a player, if you fail, there could be a potential for Dante to get a strike slip, as the dagger is pressed into his throat, and you're trying to grab.
Yeah, it's already there.
It's already there.
Yeah.
What can I do, man?
Quick, quick, quick!
Pass it up there.
So am I like in front of them or next to them or?
To the side.
Okay. Shit. What do I do? Okay, I'm just
10,
gonna try and do it.
9,
I'm just gonna try and do it.
8. Go ahead.
Wait, so the blade's already on his throat. What are you doing? You're grabbing the blade?
I just want to try and disarm her, if I can. Like, if that means grabbing the blade or doing whatever I can to just try and disarm her.
Alright. It would be safer for you to grab the blade than try and disarm her, because, you know, like, the blade's there. If you're reaching for it, you're just giving her an excuse just to draw it across his neck, right?
Yeah.
And that second where you step towards her, Drea's gonna be, like, you think someone's on their knees, someone's got a knife. Even if you're right there, you make any movement and it's just, and that's it. That's all she needs.
Shit, sorry guys. I'm just
But-
playing my character.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3,
Maybe use a
2,
reaction.
1.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for it. What else am I supposed to do?
I mean,
You have time.
Disclaimer.
Frozen by fear, you stand there unable to help your uncle as 100 different scenarios rush through your head. Bjorn, what are you doing?
no, I've got my sword drawn to him
You've
still,
got your
right?
sword drawn,
Okay.
yeah. A flutter of movement as your sister runs up, puts a dagger against your Dante's throat. You stand up, and all of a sudden, Silver has drawn his sword, and it's in your face.
Is this like the 6 seconds? Or can I...
You may talk, because it's not combat. It's just fucking real tense at the moment.
Alright. Drea has nothing to do with it. He was never included in the spell. He could not invite him in.
And how did he get in?
It's the Ever-Chosen. Fuck knows, but he's found a way.
That's not for me, Drea.
Is this
Is that-
really the choice you want to make, Mac? I'm gonna say. Just a bit quiet.
What are you trying to do?
I have no idea actually.
How much truly do you love your brother?
Are you trying to kill my brother?
If you slit his throat, I will.
I didn't say that in game, I just don't say that.
Okay. Silver, what are you doing? So this has just been said.
I don't want to end my turn. I just want to see what her reaction is.
Alright.
Sorry, no hard feelings.
Yep.
Just stupidity then.
Not stupidity. If she
I
truly
cast
loves you, she will stop.
What are you
Cast
casting?
slow. Like everyone.
Okay, what slow do?
Why do you have cool spells?
So everyone do a saving throw. Wisdom.
What level?
This one.
Wisdom? You got +7. Easy,
Dirty
baby.
20.
Yeah.
Got 13.
Dante as well.
Right. 9.
13.
Only 2.
Alright. So everyone but Jayce, so do 20. Is slowed. So the AC and dexterity saving throws take -2. You can't use reactions, and on a turn you can only use an action or a bonus action, not both. And if you attempt to cast a spell that has a time of 1 action, you have to roll d20 on an 11 or higher. The spell doesn't take effect until the creature's next turn. Alright? And just think, everyone's now going in slow motion while me and Jayce are not.
Okay.
Okay?
I'm gonna action
You guys
surge.
like the flash scene where
So your
everyone's
turn.
slow motion.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
So, she can't use a reaction,
Mm-hmm.
right? It's my turn.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't moved,
Mm-hmm.
right? I'm speedy.
Mm-hmm.
Can I attempt to do what Jayce was trying to do? I just pretty much go up there before she can see this right, just pull them apart. Do you understand? Because she can't use that as a reaction and see me come and go, cut.
That's actually really cool.
So I'm like, because this is not
Love it.
really a battle, I'm more thinking like in real time how it would
I
actually...
imagine it as a flash scene. I feel like that makes sense where the thing is
Nice.
like. full
Does
of
anyone have a
reference.
spent inspiration?
We've got one here. Just you can.
Oh, 2 inspirations.
So I'm just gonna like literally just float past Silver, not even bother pushing his sword aside. You know, quick as a flash to them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm there, Jayce, I guess you're still frozen. You can use a reaction, but I'm just gonna like try and assure you, as I'm not like rushing, but I'm like,
Yeah.
You know,
Hands up.
yeah,
Like.
I got this. Hopefully you've got enough trust in me for that sort of thing.
Can Jayce like?
I'll say, I'll grab her, you grab Dante.
Yeah, I got it.
Yep. Because he could use reactions. I don't know.
Because he's not slow.
He's
fast.
fast.
That's actually really cool.
Dude, that is storytelling.
A nod of agreement from both of you assures you that you're both on the same side with the same mindset. And as you both slowly take a step, assuring each other that you mean each other no harm, you move.
As soon as we acknowledge, now, and we just move quick.
Yeah,
and,
done.
You grab your sister, first of all, securing her hand on the dagger so she can't press it any further.
I'll
Before
pull it out a little bit.
Yep. Before you wrap your hand around her gently and pull her back. What are you doing with Dante?
I'm just kind of detaching him, sort of thing.
Yeah, I will pull like Drea's blade out and
Yeah.
grab her and just like dot to it to like grab Dante out,
Yeah.
sort of. And
Yeah,
like
yeah.
he pulls this way, I pull this way, and we sort of fall back away from each other. But I've made sure that the blade isn't on his throat. As that happens.
Sorry, you're falling back on the ground? Is that what you said? Or just stepping back?
Yeah, no, I think I will, and
Okay.
I'll just grab.
In the
No, I won't fall back, but I will like
Step back.
Step back,
Yeah.
and then I'm just gonna sort of secure it.
Yeah, Jayce is more gonna make sure that Dante's behind him.
Yeah.
Like Jayce is between Dante
Between.
and them.
Okay. In the second it takes the slow players to blink, you're still lifting your eyelids up before normal time to you guys, and then all of a sudden the world skips for you guys. Silver, you're still holding your sword out only to find Bjorn not there, and Drea, suddenly you're in your brother's arms, his strong arm around your neck, not choking you, I presume, but the hand, your hand with the dagger tight in his grip. Oh, I mean, Mr. Drea, like, I know I said about your face as time speeds up again, but
Yeah, he's like speaking slow.
Yeah.
Rhea, I know I said.
But like, I didn't tell Mr. Hat anything. I didn't let him in. Oh, nephew.
Hey. Jayce's just gonna hug him.
And go.
Let it go, Drea.
Dre's just gonna keep trying to get at him.
I will try something.
Make a strength check if you're trying. You guys may make a contested.
Making it hard to be your brother, man.
I'm trying to play my character, man.
Yeah.
Sorry, any of that stuff, the Ever Chosen,
Oh.
the Hat Guy, the Chaos Symbol, is that...
The Hat
What
guy.
were
Have
we
you seen
doing?
Same? Yeah, you have seen
I've
Same.
seen Same.
Yeah, you put together that Mr. Hat. Like you practically not grew up, but spent the majority of the time with Dante. You know his nicknames, and you immediately were like, okay, yeah, it did say. The ever chosen bit though, you're not sure about.
What did you guys get?
There were 12,
I
should
got
be
a 10.
Oh.
You struggle against your brother, using all your strength, and even though it pains you, you push further and further, but you don't move.
Just let it go.
I let the blade go.
It falls to the floor, blade first, sinking deep into the muddy ground, with a dull thud. So you want some tea, Mr. Drea?
Are you still shredding?
I'm, if you're loosening up, I'm loosening up, but I'm not letting you go.
Oh shit, okay.
Yeah.
I
Are they
put my
like-
sword away.
Sliding it back into your stomach.
Are they like on the edge of the dome?
Oh, Captain, you care for me, huh?
Yeah, it's more like I need you.
You mercs.
As soon as Jayce sees the dagger drop,
Oh, a little bit.
sort of depending on how far he is, but if he's too far, like as soon as he can act, he wants to grab his slingshot and try and shoot it out the dome.
Nice. Make a
The dagger?
an attack throw.
I just got that dagger, man.
You must go like, oh god, man!
Yeah.
I
I almost could like a long life friend of mine.
I'm gonna try. I'll wait until this is done and then I'll say.
Yeah.
That's a 19.
You immediately pull back,
Please don't break it.
sling the rock, and with a you see the dagger flip heel over blade as it disappears out of the dome, and hear it crashing somewhere into the forest as it flies off.
I'm gonna. You listen, yeah. So I'm gonna try and point a finger at Dante, and I'm gonna say to him, "I swear to you, if I find out you had anything to do with this, you will wish for death. You hear me?"
Okay, Mr. Drea, but Mr. Hat's a nice guy.
I don't mean Mr. Hat. I mean the Ever Chosen. You
Mr.
told him you
Everchosen.
could. What'd you say?
Mr. Everchosen? Oh,
You told him you
Dante.
could come in. You literally said it.
Oh, you mean Mr. Horns? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was taking a piss and Mr. Horn comes and he was like, Mr. Horn's polite. And I thought, yeah, man, why not?
Dre's gonna try go Oh, strength.
Whoa!
We'll go off that same strength throw because you said you haven't let her go, right?
Whoa! Who's Mr. Horn? Why are you so worked up about this?
Take it easy, Ever Chosen.
Alright, and who's that?
So there's a Mr. Horn and a Mr. Everchosen?
Listen, if you
Alright.
guys are being hunted,
I'm lost.
If everyone will settle down, I'll give out an explanation. Fair? Right?
Yeah.
How about that tea, Dante?
Yeah, it's ready. You want some, Mr.
Or
Bjorn?
yes.
Okay. Everyone's so angry. Dante making tea and Mr. Drea trying to slit his throat and ay caramba.
Just these people are not to blame. Please. I know what it's like to lash out.
Dre's just gonna like shrug out of his arms, and I'm gonna look. Can I see my dagger?
No.
Okay. I will take a deep breath and turn back around and just go back to sit on my bed.
As she's walking away, I'm gonna say, in a message, remember our promise.
That's me.
I'm here for you.
Dre's just gonna look through my eyes. And then just look away.
Dante hands out the tea. Captain, nephew, Mr. Bjorn, Mr. Drea, can I come over or?
How many cups of tea does Dante carry with
He
him?
carries a whole set.
Oh,
He carries a whole set. It's his most prized possession.
Jayce, as he's pouring, Jayce is gonna grab them and start handing them out to him.
Yeah,
Do they come with their own like plate sets?
Like a saucer.
they do. It's like full set, and they're all
What is
bronze.
the set? Tell us.
The set, it's all bronze. You know, like Mum's bronze
Yeah.
tea set. It's like that. The cups match the small bronze hammered cups. You can see like the hammering finish in the cup, and then the hammering in the plate. It looks like the design and the patterns in it are from a foreign land, Araby, and there's this small. Where you think there's supposed to be, or there's like indents for crystals, there's just a roughly put paint of red and blue on the other side that looks like it's been
It's-
painted and
Does it have a
flawed
case
down.
that it sits in?
Yeah, it's got
Oh,
a case.
wow.
The case opens up, it's got the tea and everything in the case, like
Gas
separate,
burner.
different.
And a
Like
lighter.
the tea, is it like an Arabic traditional like?
It
Like
is, yeah.
show.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I could totally imagine it.
Yeah. It steams in your hands as it provides you that warmth from the shelter outside. And as everyone takes a seat and there's tenseness in the dome, Bjorn, you might want to turn down the temperature. These things are getting heated.
Ooh la la, no, in a good way.
Oh yeah. Well relaxed. Looking at Drea, is she still tense? Is she still going for a knife? Is she
If I feel him looking at me, I'm gonna stare at him.
with daggers?
Yeah, literally.
Oh, Silver or
Silver, yeah.
Dada? Okay, yes.
Silver.
Take it away, Mr. Bjorn.
Alright. Our father. Mine and Dre's father. Happens to be the more of the chosen. Which, if you don't know what that is, it's the bringer of the end of the world. I have no other idea how to say that, but it is true. And he tracks Drea through magical means, chaos magic. And apparently my dome doesn't keep him out. I don't know what he wants. I don't know why. He was here. But as the bringer of the end, I assure you he is by far the most dangerous thing you will ever encounter. That's pretty much it.
So I just
Miss.
got a question in Arabic.
Mhm.
Sorry, do I know what chaos do I know chaos and the chaos gods?
So, most people don't even know about chaos, right? They fall into worship unknowingly. And Araby being a separate continent, and so the gate, the realm of chaos, is in the old world, right? Araby being a separate continent, you guys had completely different conflicts. So, for you guys, chaos wasn't even like most people didn't have knowledge of chaos. Again, they might have fell into it unknowingly, but you wouldn't have the knowledge of the chaos gods, or ever chosen or anything like that. The only thing you're aware of is that the Eye of Assurin that was on Griffith's back, the map to it, was a highly requested artifact that would like wreak havoc on the world. You don't know it was directly tied into like the Ever-Chosen needs it. But in terms of chaos, that's all you would know about that side of it. Jayce, you would have.
But I would know that's connected to the Ever-Chosen, right?
You don't even know what the Ever-Chosen is. Jayce, you don't know who the Ever-Chosen is. The spectrum of your knowledge is that magic is chaos, but you don't even like when you say chaos, that's just a term, right? Yeah, you don't realize there's 4 chaos gods.
I feel like for Jayce it's more of like a fairy tale, right?
Yeah, and for most people it is, right? And then obviously you two know what you are. Dante, no idea.
Sorry, when you say like don't know, you mean like completely clueless? Like, okay, completely clueless.
Completely
Gotcha.
clueless, yeah. Again, like even people in the Empire are completely clueless, and they're on the same continent, right?
Wow, okay.
You're on a completely different continent.
Yeah.
Now, whether or not you believe in such things, basically, our father, or as you know, Mr. Horn, is very, very dangerous.
How did he become the Ever-Chosen?
Yeah, Mr. Bjorn, like the Mr. Chosen? Who chose Mr. Chosen? Like,
The gods of chaos.
Capitan?
I mean,
We fought them in the arena?
no, that was not the arena.
Oh.
It's not any of ours as well. It's not
No, we
Nergal
killed them
or-
in the arena. The mercenary group, the gods of chaos. Man,
Oh,
the only
those-
chaos was their bodies. But we chopped them up. Mr. Bjorn, we already killed them. It's okay. Captain, tell him.
I don't think they were what he's referring to.
I
But
think
we did kill them pretty brutal. Remember
down
that
here.
one combo that we did?
just
Man.
hold on. I don't think he's talking about Chaos Gods. I think he's talking about Mr. Horn. I think you're confused. Look, at the end of the day, it doesn't
Sorry.
really matter. Mr. Horn's. You guys obviously don't like him. And if I understand right, you're trying to kill my uncle because you think that he's somehow let him in.
Yeah.
All right.
Alright, yeah, I've got a couple of questions too.
I don't have any questions. I don't want to. I mean, you're obviously going through some shit, alright, and I don't want to piss you off anymore. But at the end of the day, we're all just people in a fucked up world. So can we try and hold off on stabbing each other? Maybe make a deal. Anyone sees Mr. Horn, we don't let him in. If we can stop him.
Yeah, Mr. Drea, like, I apologize if I offend you, but if I see Mr. Horn and he wants to come in, no, I said, Mr. Horn, Mr. Drea got angry last time. I don't know what you did.
He really didn't know any better.
Yeah,
So-
like, okay, Mr. Horn, not a
How has
friend.
he survived?
I love this
Oh,
guy.
For so long.
He's my favourite NPC.
So your father, the Ever-Chosen,
Yeah.
united by the Chaos Gods, who are... How many Chaos Gods do you guys have?
Look. Pretty much evil, right?
Right.
It's the powers of evil.
And why would your father,
Look, man, lay
the
off.
one that's
Lay off.
trying to bring destruction to this world, visit you?
Why does it
So what
matter,
are you
mate?
thinking ahead?
What does he want?
No,
What do you
Mr.
think he
Drea, Captain
wants?
says right. What do you
Is he-
want?
Saying hi?
Guys-
Is he...
We don't know. Do you mind just calling it with the questions, alright?
You tried to put your knife to my face. though.
Silver, mate, chill the fuck out. All
All I
right.
want is some questions.
Silver, mate,
We don't have all the answers.
Jayce, we're in a bad place.
you're not
Well, if
making.
you
our
don't like it, you can
friends-
fucking leave.
Oh,
And
Mr.
our
Drea.
friends here.
Dante, if you
I
don't like it, you
tried
can fucking leave too.
to kill
Guys,
you.
oh god.
Look, I'm just saying, Captain is right. We have, we should know.
We have the right to know.
We don't know. We don't know. Alright? As soon as we find out, you'll be the first to know. Alright?
Oh, Captain, and you tell me, yeah? Yeah,
It's
okay.
not it's not that hard to piece together. You think a very big evil. Let me put it in simple terms for you, Dante.
Okay.
Very big evil world.
Okay. But who chose Mr. Chosen? Because that I'm still confused about.
Doesn't
And
matter. Doesn't
well,
matter.
I'm confused, nephew. Like, you know.
Just don't think about it. It helps.
Yeah, I'm just gonna drink more tea, man. You want some more?
I'd get some more.
Okay, look, Mr. Drea, you tried to kill me now, so I think we're friends, okay? Look, I promise, if Mr. Horns comes back, or Mr. Chosen, or Mr. Dad, I say, hey, buddy, Mr. Drea doesn't want to see you, okay? And then we don't kill each other.
I second that.
But, no secrets in family, okay? Like, we're with you. Me and Captain family, me and nephew are family. You want to be family? Okay, we help you, but you no secrets, okay?
Damn straight.
He's right.
That being said, though, the reality is he will know that we all know. I know how he's tracking her. I don't know how to remove it. And so next time you see him, I can't guarantee you will walk away. In fact, I actually don't know how you walked away the first time.
Oh, I just, like, tucked my, shook a couple times, tucked her back in, and I said, okay, good night, yeah, go. I just...
All I'm saying is it's dangerous, alright? And I know we're all used to danger, right? And we're in a dangerous place, but now... we are prey to the greatest hunter of all.
So I understand that you two have a lot of family trouble, and I don't quite understand what's going on, but we are in a dangerous place. And we have to stick together in this dangerous place.
Yeah, Captain, like a shield wall, you know? Like, we stick together, shield wall can't be broken. You fight by yourself? No, Mr. Horn's gonna fuck you up.
See anyone?
I hold up my cup.
Dante goes around, filling everyone's cups again, comes to you last, Drea. Yeah, Mr. Drea, we good, yeah? Like, I'm sorry, really. Like, I didn't know. But next time, no Bjorn, no, Mr. Horns can't come in, okay? I'm done. I say that. I look angry. No. Shake my head. He go away. It's done. Okay. Here, you have some tea. And look. You have some twigs in your hair. Dante clean you up. You're beautiful, Mr. Drea.
No,
Okay. Okay.
the tea's fair enough. Yeah.
Okay.
Can't believe she got the drop on you, to be honest.
Was she fast, man?
You get to know.
As soon as he walks away, I'm just going to turn to Bjorn. We finally killed someone, I'm done. I'm not sticking around. You can come, you can leave, that's fine. I've got bigger priorities.
Right. Just don't run off from me.
The dome falls silent as you sip on your tea. Dante makes a few comments to try and lighten the mood. But you all take this opportunity to process what's just happened, revise your plans, and set a new course of action.
Go through the marshes.
Now, Dante, And you said you took a look at a zombie. That was where? And
Oh, like here?
and could you
or
see
maybe
the other?
here.
And could you see the other side through the marshes?
Oh, it's like usually foggy, Captain. So like heaps of people, man, they go in there, they get lost, they die. But what'd you ask?
So you can't see through the other side.
Oh yeah, Mr. Captain, it's like foggy, so you can't see.
I see.
And then heaps of people go in there, and they go lost, and they die.
What's the distance until the the point where you can't see from the fog?
Oh, like it's pretty thick, you know. Probably like 10 meters.
10 meters.
Yeah, like this. No, like this much, but like maybe 16 of those.
3 meters.
No, Captain, that's like no, like. Okay, like 15 of those.
Okay. It's not very good at all.
Yeah, you can't see shit, Captain.
And how many dead zombies have you seen in 15 of those?
Captain, they're full, man. Like, they're sleeping on top of each other. I don't know how they're comfortable. No wonder they get up. Like, their neck's probably hurting.
And only some of them are moving, not all?
Oh, no, they don't move, Captain, until you piss on their head. And then, for some reason, man, they wake up angry.
Should stop pissing on their heads.
Yeah, it's like a target, man. You know?
Well, that's true.
Makes less splashback.
And is there any route you've seen while you've taken your little leaks that aren't as dense?
Captain, you can't even tell how deep it is, man. Like, sometimes, like, you know, if I'm adventurous, I go in a little bit, it's like, you know, comes up to my ankles. Other times, man, I step in, and like, it's up to my chest, man.
I'm gonna study, as I was studying the map for a while now, is there anything that I found that could possibly help us traverse this?
Remember the map that Bjorn's handed you now is Sabe's drawing, and it's just a drawing of these are the tracks. This is the swamp.
What about the map that I had from...
The other map that you have doesn't show anything,
this
it just shows the swamp.
Okay. How far is the marsh from here?
About another hour.
What time is it?
For you guys, it's still morning, so it's getting close to midday now.
Listen, this map, I can't really tell. I'll be back, and I'll try to scout us our route.
Don't know long.
Oh, Captain, it's cold out there, man. Don't look at me like that. You paying? You paying for me?
Of course.
Okay, come.
Jayce.
Jason's out.
Yeah, Jayce. No, he's left.
We'll be back. Should take us no more longer than 3 hours.
Yeah, and like if you want some tea, you know, you help yourself.
Sorry, I have a question. Giant creatures or animals, how can they carry people?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Hold on.
Listen, sorry about the sword. It was a cool spell that you did, though. Whatever it was. Not many people have the drop on me like that.
Yeah. Don't let it happen again.
No promises.
I'm gonna call Guy back into the door.
Cool, who's it?
Giant. She comes in.
Sorry.
They've seen Derek before, haven't they?
Yeah, well you.
First cast.
yeah.
I don't think I've introduced you properly. So what is
Oh,
this
Mr.
guy?
Bjorn, it's a dog.
It's a wolf.
Yes, behind you.
Her name's Gaia.
That's not a wolf. That's a dire wolf. She's huge.
Again, she has a name.
Gaia.
to go with you. She'll keep you safe. She understands you. And she's the best hunter here.
Oh, Mr. Bjorn, can we like she big? Can I get her?
Sorry?
Like she big? Can I ride her? Now, Mr. Gaia, can I jump on? Like, hello?
What does Gaia do?
I will tear him apart.
Probably better to walk, Dante.
Okay.
Cats and dogs don't always mix.
Yeah. Okay.
At the mention of getting on, of that saying that, I'm just gonna like lift up my head and be like, we don't even have to go through the marshland. We could just go above it. Birds.
Alright, I'm listening.
Yeah. We'll just fly over it. It's quicker, it saves time, we won't get attacked. We'll just fly over it.
Alright.
I'm sorry, did you say we'll fly over
Do you want me to repeat it?
How does one fly over the marsh?
Oh, what does fly mean? Yeah.
Oh, Mr. Drea, I know. It's like
What does it? What flies, Dante?
like a chicken. I think they like
It's the only bird that doesn't fly.
I just completely ignored it.
Do you have a spell?
Yeah.
Go larger? Or is it?
No, there's not enough to carry all of us, but
Mm.
I'll call some other birds. You can ride on me, they can ride on me. I'm not having them on me.
Sorry, just observing what we've seen. What's the sky like? Is there any danger up there?
in the night you have seen.
Overcast.
But all the
During
time
the
it's
day.
overcast and things like that. But you have on your journey heard screeching and shadows passing overhead as well.
In the day or in the night as well?
In the day, but a lot more frequent.
I don't know what you have planned. I don't know your spells. But I know the skies aren't exactly safe.
Yeah, but Mr.
No,
Captain,
it's-
like, zombies.
Or does
Oh,
anyone
it's
have a
better than
cloaking spell?
zombies. I
Sorry.
do agree
Have a
with that.
cloaking spell.
There's enough for all of us.
And what about you? Do you have a cloaking spell? You're not here, are you?
I have a cloak.
Like, are you out of sight?
He's gone in the direction of the dagger.
Oh, thanks. Okay. I would wait for Jayce to get back. We'll just fly over.
Alright. I will message Jayce if he's feeling right. Are you alright?
Yeah, I'm good. Just getting some.
Could you come back here? We're planning our next one.
Yeah, sorry.
Alright,
Hey.
just explain it. Could you just explain it to us, what you plan to do?
So I'm planning to use conjure animals to summon 2 giant eagles. Now, how much would one giant eagle hold one person?
You'll have to look at the description of giant eagle. If you
Look,
go-
they're quite.
Because I know when I turn
You could
into
go a big one and a small one. So like Silver and Jayce, or Silver and Dante, and then Bjorn.
So-
and
yeah. So realistically, if I turn into one and Bjorn goes on me,
So you're
then
conjuring it? It's like you're creating it?
Yeah.
That's cool.
yeah, you can do it in 2.
And 2. So like me as one and then another one, or do you mean me and then other 2 others?
You and another one. So then there would be a big person and a small person because Jayce and Dante are both fairly small. So Bjorn would go on one, Silver would have to go on the other, and then one.
Good, so then I can carry something to this. Alright, is everyone here?
Hold on.
Mm.
Are you good to travel now? Do you need to rest?
The faster we get this done, the better I will get.
Alright.
I'm going to use this spell. Would you like me to read it out too?
Yeah.
So I'm summoning 2 giant eagles. Each beast is also considered fey, and it disappears when it drops to 0 hit points or when the spell ends. The summoned creatures are friendly to you and your companions. Roll initiative for the summoned creatures as a group, which has its own turns. They obey any verbal commands that you issue to them, no action required by you. If you don't issue any commands to them, they defend themselves from hostile creatures but otherwise take no actions.
Okay.
The GM has a creature statistics, which you can just find. Yeah. And it is a concentration spell. Now, me and Neil were talking about this. If I do it as a concentration and then I wild shape, I should be able to hold it, right?
Okay.
So does this last for as long as concentration up to 1 hour? We should be able. If I fly, we should be able to go past it in 1 hour, right?
Yeah,
Is it
flying out,
60?
you'd be clearing it now. Going through it 4 hours because it's a freaking fog.
Okay. Oh, I've never done this. How do I want to do it? Drea is going to. Drea is just going to walk around like a bit and almost whistle up at the sky, and then she's going to outstretch her hand, and she's going to move her hand, and then when she brings it back to her,
You see
giant eagles in it.
giant feathers above you as they come through the fog. And through the torrential rain, the thunder, and the flapping of the large wings, you all swear you hear Dante screaming. A giant bird crashes through the clearing. What kind of bird is something, Drea? An eagle? Is it?
Well, it says giant eagle, giant vulture, but can I make it a raven?
Sure.
Or like a crow, but raven American for
Yeah.
Drea, and then
A large black bird crashes through the clearing, knocking down a few trees. And as the sound dies away, Dante's mouth is just hanging open.
So yes.
What? Sorry, was it?
wait, sorry, did you say 2 people on 1 eagle?
Yeah, so you need 2 birds?
Yeah.
She's got 3
Should I even
total.
large shape? Should I just summon 2? And then. Yeah, I'll just summon 2 and then we can have one.
Okay. If you do 2 though, you need 1 extra one.
Oh, because you won't be turning into
2,
one.
3, 4, 5.
We're 5.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Then I will large shape.
And summon 1.
Yeah, so I'll summon 2 for Dante.
Wait, sorry,
You
if you
need to
only
summon-
need 1, you can summon something else with you as well.
Yeah.
Keep that in mind. So
You need
So
to
you're going
summon-
to wild shape and you're going to summon 1. Otherwise, if you summon 2, 1 person doesn't, and you're not wild shaping, you need another 1.
Yeah, but would I, like if I've got 1, let's say Silver and Jayce go on it,
Mm-hmm.
and then I wild shape and Bjorn goes on me, then Dante will still need 1, won't he?
No, Dante can go with.
Oh yeah, because it's 2 on 2.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, what else do I want to summon? Let me have a look, guys.
Wait, so sorry, just Dante and Jayce is going on 1.
Should I
No,
summon
it'll have to
giant
be big
octopus?
person and small person.
What to just
So it'll probably
No, yeah,
you and
I'll summon
Dante,
zombies.
I see.
and then Bjorn and
I
Jayce.
see,
Giant
I see.
octopus.
I'm with you now.
Jess is just
Okay.
gonna say to Dante. Big chicken.
Should I just summon
You
another
think I
giant?
want some tea, nephew?
Maybe.
Should I just do another one?
you could do a giant toad to go through the marshes.
Oh, that would be wicked.
Yeah.
Nice! I don't want it to just summon it
Yeah.
for it to get killed.
That would be wicked.
Okay, majority rules. Who votes Toad?
Nah, it's your spell. You do what you want.
I mean, something on the ground as well would be good for clearing the way and as a distraction, right?
I guess Drea wants speed, right? That's what she's saying. So what would be the fastest?
I feel like another,
Eagle
Right.
flies up to 80 feet.
so something maybe scatterhead or backtrack us or something.
It's up to you.
I don't know, man. This is hard.
Did
Why
you
you-
want the...
No, it's alright, got it. While you figure that out, Daario and Father Bell, if you guys aren't doing anything else, if you're just figuring that out.
You could do a giant vulture to go near you.
I'm thinking that. I think I'll do another bird. I'm just saying that.
Lord Duvaj steps out of the shadows, and in his ornate armor stands there with one hand on the hilt of his sword and the other by his side. His white hair unaffected by the rain as it just simply beads off, leaving it perfectly straight and white by his sides.
Does that name ring a bell? Greetings, Lord Devarge.
Prince of Ostermark. A rare figure indeed to have in Sylvania. Come here to treat with our elected count, Lord Manfred.
So what was it?
You're here to treat with our elected count, Lord Manfred.
Father Bell's not going to say anything, but he's just going to shrug back the silk cloth revealing his hammer. So he's just going to stand
and heated.
Father, there's no need for violence. Diplomacy has a wonder of working together in solutions.
I'd be honoured to speak to him if he would have me.
Of course, the Crimson King is more than welcome. Will you be attending us, Father?
Wherever the prince goes, I follow. As does the light of Sigma.
He looks up at the night sky. I'm sure it does. Go this way. And he motions back
This
to the
way?
road. Yeah. Your friends, he stops again. You would have them put their rifles down, would you not?
I would not.
Perhaps then my acquaintances shall feed tonight.
We shall see. Lord Devarge.
Takes a step closer to you. It's interesting, a man such as yourself, pious, always preaching of peace, refuses to take the outstretched hand.
Tis not peace that I preach, Devarge. It is hope. So let us hope that peace can be reached.
That's so good. Fireworks.
We can start that journey with your men lowering their rifles. I would hate to have this peace ruined.
They would give a signal that they would understand.
A good start. May we walk?
We will follow.
So be it. He begins walking you guys around the church onto a small road that leads back to the main road. And as you guys clear the church, Sivok and Dinka come out of the forest, rifles still in hand, unsure of what to make of the situation. They look to you for guidance.
So can I just say one of us would have picked up the lavender, yeah?
If they look to me, I'll say, Lord Devarge might be taking us to Manfred. I hope to end the war through diplomacy.
A vampire cannot be trusted, my prince. Are you sure you want to do this? Dinka explains up. I just put a bullet through the back of his head and end this abomination now.
To only lead to more bloodshed.
It's a trap, my prince. They cannot be trusted.
I must at least try.
Reluctantly, they nod and fall into place either side of you to protect the flanks.
I will not force you to come. If you want to return now, I won't hold it against you.
And live our life in shame. We are honoured to be here by your side.
I wanted to help.
You can
Father Bell's pretty tense. He doesn't want to do this, but he's not going to, speak it aloud. Well, especially while others do it.
Okay.
How is he taking us all the way?
He seems like he's leading you back to the main road at the moment.
Okay, because Daario wants to go to Melikor's tower first.
Yeah, well, it's...
But I'll see where this goes when we get to the main road.
You reach the end of the small track leading back to the main road, and you can see in the flashes of lightning a coach up ahead. Yet as you hear the tenseness in Sivok and Dinko's breathing, you both notice the black coach is pulled by 6 skeleton horses.
Dang.
Lord Devage slowly makes his way up, and as a shambling servant comes down the side, dressed as a butler, who opens up the door and bows to you. The red leather seats on the inside, menacing. This coach will provide shelter from the rain and a speedy trip to Drakenhof.
How quick is the journey in this coach?
Far faster than your legs would take you, Prince of Ostermark. 4 hours.
4 hours? Damn. Roughly how long does Daario think Riley has before he's too far gone?
Not long. Even in that moment you saw him angry and full of emotion. The only thing calming him, the promise of your help. And should you turn your back on him, you're not sure what would happen.
Father Bell? I want to help Riley, but right now I need your advice.
This is your journey, Daario. I am merely a shadow of light that you cast.
I turn to Lord Devage. Do you have the lavender or do I have the lavender? And I hold the lavender in my hand and I say, do you know a killer who would smell or carry lavender with them?
Such a pretty plant. May I? He reaches out with long bony fingers, large nails on the end of them, and plucks it off delicately with your palm. Puts it underneath his nose. It has been an eternity since I have smelt something so beautiful. He lifts his head up to the sky and sniffs. Your killer is right by the marshes.
I just let it instantly knows. What?
If it is truly peace you are after, then our journey takes us there first.
I respect your wishes, Father Osiris. When you are ready, come to the town east of Malach's Tower. You will find a servant there at the inn of the Black Coach. Tell him I sent you, and we have your coach.
Please give my apologies to Lord Manfred. But all in good hopes, I've made a promise and I wish to keep my word. I hope he would understand, in hopes of future peace for both our people.
He bows to you and then motions for the driver to leave, and as he slowly closes the door and shambles back onto his seat. I look forward to our meeting.
Let's do it.
The coach, the reins are snapped with a sharp leather tug of the driver's reins. And as the horses begin to gallop, you see the coach doesn't roll on its large wheels, but floats as it's dragged behind the horses, and with surprising speed is pulled down the road before it disappears. Lord Devage takes a step back, and as he looks up into the sky, bursts into a clouds of bat that screech as they wind together going up to the sky and disappear.
Oh shit.
That's a Warhammer model.
And that is where we'll end tonight's session. Thank you so much, guys, for joining us. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. It is very tense, so remember to subscribe and get notified when we go live next Friday to find out what happens.
Yeah.
Good night.
Go get that.
Holy shit.
Hey guys, it's Abraham here, aka the DM for Mythic Wyrd. Thanks so much for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and keep spreading the Mythic Wyrd.